In this video, I'm going to show you another example of how to find the 6 trig function values given a constraint. And here the constraint is a little more vague about where the angle needs to be located. The constraint is just that the tangent of the angle is less than 0. And remember, less than 0 means negative. So the first thing I need to do is figure out where this angle is at. So I'm just going to draw a coordinate plane. And if you remember, we had a video earlier on the sine values of the 6 trigonometric functions. And our kind of acronym was that all students take calc. All sine, tangent, cosine. This is where the trig function values are positive, okay? So here, to kind of help me figure out where I'm going to draw this angle, I like to start with this. Now, looking at the constraint, angle theta, or the tangent of angle theta, needs to be negative, okay? Well, in this quadrant, tangent is always positive, so my angle cannot be down here. In this quadrant up here, all of the trig functions are positive. Well, that means tangent can't be negative, so the angle can't be there. So this tangent being less than 0 has narrowed me down to either quadrants 2 or 4. Okay, now let's come back to the given information. Sine is negative 4/5. The key part of this is that the sine is negative. Okay, I've got quadrant 2 here, and in quadrant 2, the sine, S stands for sine, is positive. Angle theta can't be in quadrant 2 because our sine is negative. So we can safely rule out quadrant number 2. So now we have narrowed down that our angle theta is in quadrant number 4. So I'll go ahead and draw myself a triangle in quadrant number 4. Again, always put the theta at the origin. Now use this given information to label the triangle, okay? So sine is the opposite over the hypotenuse. So the opposite, I'm going to put 4 on the opposite. I put 5 on the hypotenuse. It's negative, so like where to put the negative? The hypotenuse is never going to be negative. So the negative has to go on the 4, which makes sense because we are going down on this line, and down is a negative direction, okay? So completing this triangle, you should recognize that 4 and 5 make up a 3, 4, 5 right triangle. 3, 4, 5 being a Pythagorean triple. All right, so now we should be able to write our 6 trig function values with that completed triangle. So starting with the sine, which was given negative 4/5. Cosine, I can read it off the triangle. It's the adjacent over the hypotenuse. So that's 3/5. The tangent is the opposite divided by the adjacent, negative 4/3. And now for my reciprocals, cosecant is going to be negative 5/4. The secant is going to be 5/3. And the cotangent is going to be negative 3/4. Okay, there you have it. There is a 6 trig function value problem given a constraint where you had to figure out which quadrant to put the angle in to begin.